Schools are closing for coronavirus, but we can still find a way to study. Hello, fourth graders, and welcome to our first grammar lesson, homeschooling. Let's get started. And here is our first activity. Read the sentences and then identify the verb in each sentence. So, I've got on the screen 5 sentences. In each sentence, I have to read and then identify the verb in each sentence. Number 1. The plane landed 2 hours ago. Where is the verb in this sentence? The plane landed 2 hours ago. So the verb is landed. Good job. Number 2. Birds fly to their nests. Where is the verb in sentence number 2? The answer is fly. Fly is the verb. Sentence number 3. Amin is a polite boy. Where is the verb in sentence number 3? Amin is a polite boy. So the answer is the verb to be is. So is the verb. 4. Rana prepared vegetable soup for dinner. Where is the verb in sentence number 4? Good answer. The verb is prepared. And finally, in sentence number 5, my friends and I are very happy. The verb in sentence number 5 is the verb to be are. So as you see, we have the verbs identified in the 5 sentences. So if I want to divide and classify them according to 2 headings or to 2 groups, I can tell that I have verb to be, as in sentence number 3 and sentence number 5, and I have action verbs, as in sentences 1, 2, and 4. So if I want to group them, I say that I have landed, fly, and prepared as action verbs because they show actions. And I have 2 verbs under the title of verb to be, which are is and are. So, if I want to give more examples, can you give more examples on action verbs other than prepared and landed and fly? We have plenty and many verbs classified as action verbs. Think of the list of actions you do every day. Give some examples. So I have eat, study, ran, write, cook, and plenty more. And more examples on verb to be. What do you know about verb to be? You already know the answer. We have am, is, are, was, and were. So far I have 2 types of verbs. Number 1, or part A, I've got action verbs, the verbs that show action. We do, or the animals do, or things do. And we have the verb to be, which is known as am, is, are, was, and were. So far, nothing's new. Now, the new idea is that verb be is also known as linking verb. So, the new idea is that another name for verb to be is linking verb. So, the lesson is about action and linking verbs. What do you know about linking verbs? So far, we have learned that linking verbs are the verb to be. The forms of verb to be, which are am, is, are, was, and were. But there is something new about linking verbs. We're gonna learn it now. Let's learn more about the linking verbs. Here is an activity that will help us understand more the linking verbs and their kinds. The question says, replace each underlined verb with a verb to be, either am, is, are, was, or were. Sentence number 1. Salma looks tired today. The question says I need to replace the verb with a verb to be, which means that in sentence number 1, I have the verb looks. I need to erase looks, and instead of looks, I need to put or replace it with a verb to be. Here it is. Salma is tired today. What I did is that I erased looks in the sentence, the verb looks, and instead of looks, I wrote is. Salma looks tired today. Salma is tired today. I replaced the verb looks with the verb to be is. The question is, does the meaning change when I erased looks and I replaced it with is? Did the meaning change, the meaning of the sentence, or it gives the same meaning? Definitely the meaning doesn't change. When I say Salma looks tired, it's the same when I say Salma is tired. So, let's move to the second sentence. My friend seemed terribly sad yesterday. The verb in sentence number 2 is seemed. What I need to do is to erase seemed and replace it with one of the verb to be, with one form of verb to be. Let's erase seemed and write instead of seemed were. My friends were terribly sad yesterday. So what I did is that I replaced seemed with the verb to be were. Again, let's reread the two sentences. My friends seemed terribly sad yesterday. My friends were terribly sad yesterday. Does the meaning change? Of course it doesn't. So the meaning doesn't change whether I use the verb seemed or I use the verb were. Let's move to the third sentence. The lady appeared elegant. Elegant means she is nicely dressed. The lady appeared elegant. I need to replace the verb appeared with a form of verb to be. Let's replace appeared with the verb was. The lady was elegant. So, the lady appeared elegant and the lady was elegant. Does the meaning change? Again, the meaning doesn't change. So, appeared here means was. Fourth example, Grandma's cookies taste delicious. The verb taste in sentence number 4 needs to be replaced with the verb are. Let's erase taste and put instead of taste are. Grandma's cookies are delicious. Does the meaning of the sentence change? When I say Grandma's cookies taste delicious, it's the same when I say Grandma's cookies are delicious. Further example, let's read sentence number 5. The naughty boys sound noisy in class. I have the verb sound in sentence number 5. I need to replace it with the verb are. The naughty boys are noisy in class. The same question, does the meaning change? It doesn't change. So the verb sound means are. 6. The flower smells adorable. Let's replace smells with the verb to be is. The flower is adorable. Does the meaning change? No, it doesn't. So smells equals is. Finally, I have the verb feels in sentence number 7. The new dress feels soft. Let's replace feels with is and read the sentence. The new dress is soft. Again, the meaning doesn't change. So, what do I learn? I learned that these verbs, which are look, seem, appear, taste, sound, smell, and feel, have the same meaning like the forms of verb to be. So, when I replace the verbs look, seem, appear, taste, sound, smell, feel, and become with a verb be and the meaning doesn't change, then these verbs function as linking verbs. So again, to wrap up, I have two types of verbs. I have the action verb, which shows an action which is done either by a person or an animal or a thing. And I have the linking verb. The linking verb, which is the verb to be and the other verbs that give the same meaning as the verb to be. To learn more about these two concepts, read the rules pages 22 and 23 on the reading book part 2, plus apply the questions pages 22 and 23. Apply pages 122 and 123 on your workbook. We're going to provide you with the correct answers on Friday. Until then, stay safe, stay home.